We have Coach Janice Savage here, who's also a former collegiate and professional softball player. And I'll let her talk a little more about that. But it's going to be interesting to find out, how does, as a former collegiate, as a former professional softball player, and now coaching the sport, how do you go through, say, a game or a session where you're the leader, and you have to encourage the team if you are in the middle of the game and you're not doing so hot. How do you, as a leader, as a coach, as a former athlete, as an athlete now, how do you go about doing that?
I think the biggest thing is trusting your training. That's what I tell my guys all the time. It doesn't do you any good to come here in the gym every day and work on technique or come to round tables and events and then forget all of that while you're training because you're just so worried about the outcome. Trust what you're doing is going to get you through and help you dig deep. The big thing is being goal-oriented and always finding a way to get better. I was a pitcher, so for me, even if I threw a no-hitter, I still would go back and analyze and say, how could I have thrown a perfect game? So at some point, you still go back and look and say, I can still be better and never be satisfied. If you tell your guys, don't be satisfied with being down in the 5th inning, you can still come back. They've got to learn that prior to in practice, but trust that they can get there because of the training that you instilled in them. Same thing in a workout.
Next up, a high school football player who's going into his senior year. So maybe you can have Ian touch on that a little bit, and maybe just his perspective as an athlete being on the field.
Like during the game, like my preparation, I usually just like envision myself like making that play. Like if he tells you a play, like say it's like a sweep play, like 121 sweep, which we run. In my position, a guard, I would have to pull and kick out and close the first man. So when he tells me that play, I line up and I'll just envision myself. I find who I have to take down, and I just envision myself just knocking him off his feet and cleaning his spot pretty much. I just see myself doing it, and if it doesn't happen that way, then I didn't do my job properly. I think I have to just do that, and if I don't do that, then I think I pretty much failed myself. So I think that I need to give everything I have and just take care of what I need to do, and that's it.
So, in Ian's case, he talks about just being able to envision, what it is he has to do, his mission, his responsibility as an athlete, which at the same time, that's powerful. It kind of reminds, I tell folks as they approach the bar for a one rep effort in the gym, you have to imagine yourself completing that rep, because if you can't see it happen, then chances are it's not going to happen.